A crowdfunding campaign for the victim living in the home Anne Heche reportedly drove her Mini Cooper into and sparked a devastating blaze in Mar Vista, California, on Friday, raised $45,000 in one day. Neighbors banded together and organized a GoFundMe campaign to help Lynn Michiel after she very narrowly escaped physical harm when Heche's vehicle crashed into the house and caused a fire, which took 59 firefighters to extinguish and landed Heche in the hospital. While Michiel escaped unharmed, her home was immediately red-tagged and she lost her entire lifetime of possessions in the ordeal, which happened minutes after Heche careened into a garage door in an apartment complex down the street. More than 770 individual donations poured into the site, which had a goal to raise $100,000 for the kind and generous person who was left without a home following the incident, where Heche was pulled out of her car and taken to an area hospital. She's still listed in stable condition. Lynn lives with her beautiful pups Bree and Ruban, and tortoise Marley in the Mar Vista home that was destroyed this week by a car driving into the home at a high rate of speed, catching the house on fire, the campaign said. Even more distressing is that Lynn lost her entire lifetime of possessions, mementos, all equipment for her business including her laptop and iPad, all of her clothing and basic necessities, and all household items. With firefighters' help, she was able to pull a few damaged sentimental belongings from the wreckage. Everything else is gone. Heche drank vodka with wine chasers during a Better Together podcast recording with co-host Heather Duffy, which was posted hours before the fiery collision. The Apple podcast was published on Friday and then removed from the platform. It's unclear when the episode was taped. Heche joked that listeners would have to keep their fingers crossed that the pair would even be able to make it through the recording together. We each have a bottle in front of us because our friends sent us a bottle of refined, she said before admitting she once did a terrible commercial for the brand. Duffy added that a doctor told the duo that we should be drinking vodka instead of wine. And we listened. And we are drinking it, with wine chasers, Heche said, while seemingly slurring the name of the podcast. She also admitted in the podcast, "Today's been a very unique day. I don't know what happened, sometimes days just suck, and I don't know if you ever have them, but some days mama says are. Some days are those no good very bad days. And I don't know why some days just end up like this, and things don't really rock me like that." Prior to the blaze, witnesses in the residential community told TMZ they tried to help the actress out of her car before she hit a garage door, reversed her vehicle out of a parking lot and fled the scene. Minutes later, the Donnie Brasco star crashed her car into a house and ignited a fire that engulfed the home. She sustained burn injuries and was conscious and breathing when she was removed from the vehicle and placed on a stretcher, before abruptly sitting up as authorities rushed her to an ambulance in video footage from the scene of the incident. The Los Angeles Fire Department shared a statement, saying the vehicle had a single occupant when it rammed into a two-story home built in 1952. 59 firefighters took 65 minutes to access, confine and fully extinguish the stubborn flames within the heavily damaged structure and rescued one female adult found within the vehicle who has been taken to an area hospital by LAFD paramedics in critical condition, the statement said. A representative for Heche did not immediately respond to Fox News Digital's request for comment. An eyewitness of Heche's incident in Los Angeles shared details of the crash with Fox News Digital on Saturday. The witness, Lynn Bernstein, detailed the crash as horrific and said he could hardly breathe when trying to assist Heche out of the blue Mini Cooper she was driving. "The smoke was just getting way too intense, we could hardly breathe," Bernstein said. "The smoke was making it difficult to see." Bernstein said that he and his wife witnessed a car going down their street at a high rate of speed before his wife heard Heche's car crash into their neighbor's house. He noted his neighbor, Dave, asked Heche if she was all right, and she responded that she was not. LAFD arrived on scene, asked the neighbors if anyone was in the house and alerted first responders that a woman was inside. The tenant of the house exited her home from a side room and said she was shocked by what had happened, and told the group of people to get out of my house before realizing what happened. The crash scared the entire neighborhood, Yaroslav Borets told Fox News Digital. Something we will remember for a long time. Borets noted that his neighborhood is not the kind neighborhood that knows everyone door.